那个影子很过分了，看。好，我们昨天成功的解开了谜题，然后来到了地下室，终于搭乘洗衣电梯来到了地下室。现在这两个人是
What do you think of these two, Harvey?
I can barely tell them apart.
I'd rather not. They outnumber me. They're like two peas in a pod. They're just quite unusual peas. Hiya, you two.
Hello.
Hello and hello.
Who are you?
I'm Marty, and this is my twin brother, Harvey.
We are Siamese twins, but I bet you already suspected as much.
Hottie and Marty? Those are highly unusual names.
Well,
That's because our dad is Japanese.
and our mom is of Hopi origin.
But you must have suspected as much. You can tell from Harvey's almond eyes.
一上来脑洞就那么大呀！
Why are you just sitting around here?
We're making sure no one steals our bed.
But all the beds are the same.
Ha! That's what you think. If you know what to look for, there are huge differences.
It's like with Harvey and me, there are few people who can distinguish between us. But after a while, you start to recognize the differences.
That is our secret twin power, so to speak. We see the differences where others just shrug their shoulders helplessly.
Which brings us back to the subject of beds.
On first appearance, they all look the same.
But this one here
is the only one with a bed sheet.
Why are the both of you only wearing one sweater?
That's a silly question.
It's much too warm for wearing two.
不，我不是在说这个。
You're not Siamese twins at all.
Correct. We are actually Siamese triplets.
But Brody is away in Paris studying art history.
Yes, he's always been the strange one.
I'm taking off. Will you come along?
No.
We have the softest blanket in the whole world right here.
And where, pray tell, would we go anyway?
See you later.
Rock on.
And send my regards to Lady Liberty if you see her.
Stop fidgeting for a moment. I have an idea. You're free.
不是吧？
Whoa!
不是吧？
What's going on? What has you done?
Are you a surgeon or something?
不是吧？
What's wrong? You're free. Each of you guys can do whatever you always wanted to do.
Oh, the wealth of possibilities.
Father!
And the accompanying pressure that comes with it.
Ooh, my.
Would you like to read a comic book?
We'd rather not.
We always fight when it comes to turning the page.
Do you need a pot?
No, we stopped eating in bed.
If you soil the bed sheet, they take it to the laundry faster than you can say. Jack Robinson.
The laundry is in the basement.
Where they take weeks to clean it.
Did you say weeks?
Yes, I did.
This one here is the last clean sheet until the beginning of winter.
How do you get to this floor without the laundry lift?
We don't.
We rappelled down here this morning before breakfast.
We hid behind the toilet tank while brushing our teeth.
The new guard is pretty clueless about the patients.
随便给他们东西看，好像莫名其妙拿到了很重要的线索。
Would you like this cocktail glass?
Was there a stinky drink in there?
If I were you, I'd be careful with that.
There was an amendment to the toxic waste legislation recently.
It deals exclusively with these stinky drink glasses.
Would you like to see the cocktail menu?
No thanks.
The only thing on there is the stinky drink anyway.
And a hand-drawn map to the nearest toilet.
Oh.
Would you like some potato chips?
No, it's a bad habit to eat chips in bed.
You get crumbs all over the bed sheet. And if you get crumbs on the sheet, they'll take it to the laundry quicker than you can say unchlorinated bleach.
The laundry is in the basement.
Where they take weeks to clean it.
Did you say weeks?
Yes, I did.
This one here is the last clean sheet until the beginning of winter.
Would you like my straw?
Is that a special type for Siamese twins?
How would I recognize one of
会有
those?
两个头。
By the USB port and the digital access
等一下，屁啊。
pressure display.
Or simply buy the 2 mouthpieces.
你看嘛，
I'm afraid it's an ordinary one-man straw.
In that case, you can keep it.
Would you like this ripped-off
夹夹
receiver?
夹夹夹
Not
夹夹。
interested.
We already have a poor connection with the outside world.
Would you like my pot holders?
No.
No.
Wow, you could agree on that one.
Siamese twins always agree.
And they never use pot holders.
It's the nature of things.
We prefer oven mitts.
Only in pairs.
That explains why you don't want the pot holders, but not your unanimous decision-making process.
We weren't finished yet to continue.
Oven mitts come in twos,
One for each hand with opposable thumbs.
so there's no need to argue about who gets which.
那一段英文就是文本没删掉。
Do you want the fork?
No. We stopped eating in
哦，
bed.
又是一样的对
If
白，
you
可以跳
soil
掉
the
吗？
bed sheet, they take it to the laundry faster than you can.
The laundry.
Where they,
Did you say?
yes,
This one here.
好，我刚刚才发现按右键可以跳过对话，啊，这未来可以省下不少时间。
Do you play polo?
haven't in a long time.
It's not easy to find Siamese twin horses.
Do you need a pen?
Not unless you have 2.
We love to play Sudoku against each other.
Against each other?
Yeah, but Marty cheats.
I do not.
He invents some random numbers.
Those are Eskimo numbers.
I wonder if I could separate the two, but I don't want to hurt them.
几乎每个东西都有独特的对话选项，这大幅提升了游玩时间。哦，
Hello, princess. What's a girl like you doing in an asylum like this? Wait, don't tell me. You're Edna, right?
Hey, how do you know that?
There isn't much that Dr. Marcel can hide from me. That he's keeping you locked up in the tower, for example. So we seem to be fellow prisoners. By the way, people call me the Keymaster. Isn't that the cutest nickname?
What else do you know about me?
Just that a dark secret links you to the Doctor. An unspeakable, dark secret. He spends much time and energy trying to erase your memory. One could even say it is a personal crusade. And the fact that you always find a way to remember drives him to great irritation.
Why are you in solitary?
They think I'm dangerous, and they're probably right. That's all you need to know.
Do you know how I can get out of here?
Yes,
What?
yes. I know how you can get out of here. I've had plenty of time to figure out an escape plan. Only problem is, I can't do anything about it in here. You, on the other hand, can move relatively unrestricted out there. And you are clever. Unlike most other inmates.
So, what's your plan?
First, you must find a way to the other side of the bars. Then, you'll have to make a copy of the master key. We'll be able to get out of the building with that. It opens my cell door, too. Finally, we need a vehicle to exit the compound.
Sounds fairly simple, but... How do I get to the other side of the grate?
You'll find a way. I'm sure. Maybe through the laundry lift system. There is a third exit in the basement. But please, don't take any unnecessary risks. If you drop down there without soft padding, you'll break every bone in your body. And that's it for my plan.
How very considerate. Thank you. How do I get a copy of the master key?
You'll have to find the
然后用
original
蜡嘛，
first.
跟蜡有关，
Then
对不对？
you'll need clay for the imprint,
粘土啊。
a furnace to bake the clay, and an easily melted metal to cast the copy. Gold would be perfect.
What the
Where do I get gold?
Tricky, that. Dr. Marcel keeps his polo trophies too securely to get at them. The only alternative I see is Adrian's medal from the jigsaw contest. However, Adrian is sitting in his cushion fort in the lounge, like Lord Muck. And he guards himself with this playboy. What's his name?
Drugglejug.
够了。
Okay. It's all right. As
Oh, but
stupid
son.
as Adrian might be, he has a pretty impressive mind-reading act. It might prove difficult to get the medal from him, even if you manage to get past Drugglejug.
Where can I find clay?
Good question. The clay from occupational therapy has been completely pounded into ugly ashtrays.
Okay.
You can't use that anymore. But maybe it would help you to know that this asylum has been built on a pretty clay-packed layer of earth.
地质是粘土地质啊。
Where can I find the master key?
That's easy. The guard they call Bladder.
这很不稳吧？
Bladder is on monitor watch duty in the control room on the 3rd floor. He's far from being watchful. But when it comes to keys, he's a real bulldog. Maybe you can distract him with something.
How do I get a vehicle?
Everything in its time. But we're not there by a long shot yet.
I think I know what I have to do now.
Good luck, Edna. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Is there anything else you know about Dr. Marcel?
He is a sick man, guided by
他是个
hate
变态，这
ever
应该
since
翻
the
成他
death
是
of
个
his
变态。
son. He's been bitter and eccentric, locks himself up in his secret room, and performs these sadistic electric shock treatments on his patients. A dark secret links you to the doctor. He's obsessed with the idea of erasing your memory. Is that enough information?
I've got to go.
Give my regards to Lady Liberty.
What do you think, Harvey? Shall I press it?
I'd like to see that.
I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead, be my guest.
I'll do it. I'll really do it.
You don't have the guts.
I'm serious.
Chicken! Edna!
What now?
It doesn't seem to have had any effect.
Alarm! What do you think, Harvey? Shall I press?
Edna!
What now?
It doesn't seem to have had any effect.
Empty. Hello? Anybody in there?
No! Buzz off!
I'm only carrying useful things. The models are from the last Miss Mentally Unbalanced pageant. It says here that Miss September stabbed her husband and ate the dog.
Meow!
You better behave, Harv.
Hello, baby.
You better behave, Harv. This is really utterly useless. I've seen my share of this sort. Hello? Anybody home? No reaction. A typical sink, just like the ones in the catalog. My preliminary analysis says, if I take it with me, it will cease to function properly. A typical sink, just like the ones in the catalog. I never wanted to be a firefighter. I was more partial to the opposing side.
哎，你是纵火犯是吧？
I've got hose.
And different area codes. I never wanted to be a firefighter. I was... You're only as crazy as you feel. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the coolest of them all?
Oh my, Edna, it is clear. But what would show you really rock is if you opened up the lock.
This is by far the softest sheet I've ever seen. Though I can think of 1,000 ways to use it, I still think it's too bulky to lug around. Look, Harvey, a sheet!
Heck.
I am the captain now.
Look at me, I'm the captain now.
Mr. Harbuck, energize.
最左边底部那一个门设定上好像进不去，对。
The first block hits the second, transferring all
这
of
个
its
啊，
momentum.
这个我看过。
Then the second one bounces off the wall, and then transfers all of its
我警告你，他妈
momentum
的不要
back
跳
to the
广告。
first, which then sails off towards infinity. 3 total clacks. What about if the first block was 100 times the mass of the second one? I promise I will explain to you all the relevant physics in due
So
course. It's not
soft.
entirely obvious how
No,
you would
more
predict the
like
dynamics
irradiated
here,
with
but in the
1,000
spirit of getting to
Tesla
the
of gamma.
punchline,
Oh,
let's watch
yeah.
what happens. The second one
Radioactively
will keep bouncing
fresh.
back and forth between the wall and the first block 100 times its mass, like a satisfying game of Breakout, slowly
影片
and
讲的东西
discreetly
超有趣。
redirecting that first block's momentum to point in the opposite direction. In total, there will be 31 collisions before each block is sliding off towards infinity, never to be touched again.
The laundry lift must be
What
kept
if
in
the
clean
first block
condition
was
at all.
10,000 times the mass of the second one? In that case, there would be quite a few more clacks, all happening very rapidly at one point, adding up in all to 313 total collisions. Well, actually, hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, 314 clacks. If the first block was 1 million times the mass of the other, then again, with all of our crazy idealistic conditions, almost all of the clacks happen in one big burst, this time resulting in a total of 3,141 collisions. Perhaps you see the pattern here, though it's forgivable if you don't, since it defies all expectation. When the mass of that first block is some power of 100 times the mass of the second, the total number of collisions
对，最让人搞不清楚的就是为什么你他妈圆周率会出现在这种地方。然后接下来就开始讲解和分析，就圆周率出现在一个你莫名其妙最想不到的地方。
Here we go. Hello over there.
Oh, a new neighbor.
Who are you?
I am Mr. Frog, of course.
Strange name, that.
It is meant for a human, but I am a...
A frock. I get it.
Oh no, not at all.
像这里
You，
它有
flatterer.
特地
I
把
am merely
双关翻出来，就还不错。但是绝大部分的地方就这个负责翻译这一段的人应该是比较有诚意的，就是你看得出来不是机翻。如果是机翻的话，根本不会加那个注释。
Don't tell me you live here.
Why not? This lift offers a lot of convenience for a piece of apparel like me.
And what convenience exactly would that be?
Well, there's this rail where you can put coat hangers. And it's dry. We clothes are very absorbent, you know.
I see. Where's this lift going?
I can't answer that, I'm afraid. There are 3 exits in total. One of them is the laundry in the basement. You get a great view from there. Unfortunately, I forget where the other 2 exits lead.
Why? How long have you been hanging up here?
They used to call me Mr. Toga.
Toga.
Wow, you are exceptionally white. What do you use?
Astonishing, isn't it? I'm very proud of my colorlessness. I used to be beige, but there's not a lot of light in here, so the pigment's left. Out of boredom.
Are there any moths in here?
Don't frighten me. What makes you think that? Have you seen anything?
I had a feeling just now of something moving in the shadows.
Oh, that. Those are just wolf spiders. There are lots of them in here, but moths. Now, that would be a disaster. My fabric is so delicate.
Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling that time has slowed down while we were talking. Oh, here it is.
Eh?
I can't reach him. The next exit is approaching.
成就解除电梯女孩。不过刚刚也没有下车的选项，而且刚刚那里应该就是地下没有铺软垫，我那里根本下不了车吧。
Hi there.
Tickets, please.
I'll be going then.
Please keep the ticket control area clear for the others while you're at it.
3
I'd rather not disturb them. I'm sure they want to be left alone.
嗯，之前他们不是说编了一条绳子，然后藏在马桶那个后面。不过这里的厕所也就
Hello, Professor.
Attack of the pterosaurs! Oh, it's just you. Hello, Edna.
And how's research coming along?
Well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've been incubating this lump of amber constantly. I've already got sores on my, buttocks. But the dino hasn't hatched yet.
I'll drop by again later.
If the world still exists, then, is what you mean to say.
Yeah, give or take 10 minutes. Hello over there.
Oh, a new neighbor.
Isn't the next exit due soon?
I have the same feeling that time... Oh.
Though I can think of 1,000 ways, I still... The sheet is too big for the hanger. It's forming a huge soft pile on the bed. I have a good mind just to fall into it. It's packed too tightly. What? I don't believe it. The scissors don't even leave a scratch. If only I had some gasoline and a chainsaw.
Hey.
What? If... I'm not the laundry...
小丑
I'm not the laundry... Some time ago, I was sitting in a cell and talking to the walls. But after painstaking acts of concentration and wit, I have finally reached the men's room, and am now talking to the sink.
You think you have problems? Jeez, I am the sink.
There's still a stain. Out, damn spot! Out, I say! It's clean enough.
到处乱捡，把哈维洗一洗。
Do you want to take a bath, Harvey?
Ew, no!
right. It's... Here we go! The next exit is approaching.
对，这里真的没有下车的选项。
The next exit is approaching.
把洋芋片撒在床单上，我喜欢你的想法。
This poster informs readers about... It doesn't say... The next exit is approaching. Hey, the beds haven't been made. I guess I'll have to take stern measures.
啊！结果这里给的暗示还真的跟这个有关系吗？
You're not supposed to eat chips in bed. I can't do any more harm with this. The stinky drink is empty.
然后这个床单可能会被包成一包，然后之后可以拿来当软垫之类的。我刚刚想要把床单拿走，就是思考要怎么把它变软垫，结果没有想到居然是这样。白狐一句话说撒洋芋片，结果居然是正确的，干我快笑死。
Hey, the beds haven't been made. I guess I'll have to take stern measures.
洋芋片就是啊。
Hey, there was a surprise in there. It's a brand spanking new authentic police badge with small parts that could be swallowed. Cool. I bet only the toughest cops get the small parts that could be swallowed.
What the f...
That doesn't work that way. Mmm, yummy. And this exquisite hissing that accompanies the dissolving of dental enamel. Out. Oh no. It was already so soaked that the water tore it apart.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the special squad of a certain Lieutenant Kellogg. I'm a Open up! This is the police.
Who are you announcing that to?
Anyone in the general vicinity, really.
说不定我去画画看。成功了耶！我们应该把目前想象得到的所有破坏的方式都用过一轮了才对。还没完。叉子也戳过了。
I'll only waste valuable energy. The bedding is so soft, the mallet just bounces back.
这是新的萤幕保护程式吗？刚刚看到快讯说伊朗人民革命总统跑了，不知道是不是真的，我们拭目以待。不知道是不是要先离开这一区再回来。
Here we go.
跑去吃火锅了。哦。
The next exit is approaching.
啊！床单被拿到这里来换了。原来如此。
Good thing this was down here. I would have broken all my bones otherwise. No, I don't want to take the laundry lift again.
Oh yeah, let's ride bumper cars instead!
Thank you. Just more of those uninteresting laundry bags. Too heavy, too large, not interesting enough. Those are pretty big washing machines. No, I don't like dirty talk.
Dirty talk.
It's not wash day today. Just your usual bring your spoons back to the cafeteria announcement.
Edna 又在上面写了自己的名字。
That's not how it works. The bulletin board is a written word medium. Very nicely done.
Marcel 医生。
Hello? Dr. Marcel? Is that you? It is so true to life. Almost real. No, this should stay clean and intact.
Oh?
Only trained heating engineers can handle these. You like to control others, don't you? I despise you maintenance controls. I can do quite well without even more control from the outside. A true inferno. Satan? Beelzebub? Mephistopheles? Isn't anybody home?
撒旦、苍蝇王、梅菲斯托，看您老师嘞！啊！
This looks like Uri Geller's cutlery drawer. These spoons are going nowhere. They've gone to meet their maker. These are X spoons. It's dark down there. Did I see something moving just now? Hello? Anybody home? Oops!
¿Sí? ¿Qué tal?
为什么是德国口音？
And who might you be?
My name is Almilio Sanchez de Mubelfrup, but most people call me Almighty Ruler.
Can I call you Almo for short?
If that's what you like. And you are?
Call me Edna.
Is that a nickname too?
It stands for Especially Dumb Nut Almilio.
I don't get it.
What's your business down there?
What does it look like? I'm digging a tunnel to freedom! Unfortunately, I've struck a layer of hard clay. I won't be able to go on without the proper tool, and I ran out of spoons. You don't happen to have a spoon, do you?
Don't you think there's a more convenient way out of here?
Forget it! The front door is always guarded and the back door is permanently locked. The only key to that is carried by a guard named Blather, and he's more stubborn than a mule. But even if you could wrangle the key out of him, which is a big if, you'd still have to get over the wall or the main gate. Believe me, a tunnel is the fastest way.
So, how's your project going?
To be honest, miserably. I've struck a layer of hard clay. I won't, and you.
Good luck. I'll look for another way.
You won't find one.
Ah! 我们终于回来了。
A bit bulky, don't you think? It's clean enough. I don't have to help along here. The dirty dishes will pile up all by themselves eventually. Whoa, this is going to be yummy. Whoa, this is going to be yummy.
加料。
I don't have to the dirty.
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. And this is how you all... This is the... If you...
I didn't want to join in anyway.
In that... But... And...
All right. Huh, who needs her? Group therapy for game designers. This is for the really messed up cases. What's up today, oh useful information sign?
Group therapy for game designers.
Oi, hardcore. The master key! I must have it! But how do I pull that off? Maybe I can reach the key with the hook of the hanger.
Hey! Keep your hands off!
Some are lit and some are dark. It all depends on the lighting in the rooms they monitor.
经典回顾。接着高僧说了考验我必须拿被选中的汤匙，在做完姿势后，汤匙会把我传送到其他地方。我必须拿汤匙在当地吃下最有特色的土汤匙，才会把我送到下个地点。一共有7个，看来我终于有。
1 cup for a spelling bee and 1 for shooting clay discs. How sporting. Oh, how they glimmer. If only they weren't locked away. The doctor's a polo professional, obviously. Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! No, I like my clothes the way they are. Dirty.
不，我找你洗杯子。
No.
Shit.
They're still out.
看来这个玩意儿是洗不干净的。
darn it! Wait a moment. I'll just polish the gloss.
Right. And after that, we'll iron our clothes and clean our teeth.
No, I like my clothes the way they are. Looks like it's dried. What for? And this It's attached to the wall. Doesn't matter. No. It's locked.
这里还没来过。
This says the moon falls down to Earth. That's a bit worrying. A postcard from Vladvakistan. Look here. The foreign minister postmarked the stamp with his own incisors.
啊，表格。
This is a registration for group therapy. This has to be signed by the responsible psychiatrist. In my case, that would be Dr. Marcel. My signature won't be worth much here. A compact file cabinet for suspension folders. Let's see. Just another load of files. Hey, this looks useful. There's a list of the current inmates. It shows where I can find their corresponding patient histories. I seem to know some of the names. Well, normally I don't care much about files, but snooping around in other people's patient histories is so delightfully prohibited. So, whose patient history shall I look at? Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Drogeljug. First pet, green dog. Characteristic, was always chosen third during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, B-Man. First pet, black pony. Characteristic, was always chosen first during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Adrian, king of the recreation room. First pet, red cat. Characteristic, was always chosen second during physical education lessons. That's all.
Is
this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Peter, first pet, blue goldfish, characteristic, was always chosen next to last during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Hottie, first pet, yellow rat, characteristic, was always chosen last during physical education lessons. That's all. Are all these patient histories? The whole world must have gone crazy. This says that's a bit. I don't want to collect that. It's because it says that's a mess. It doesn't have my address on it. One can register for therapy with this blank form, but the signature of the psychologist responsible is missing. Where could I get this signature?
Can't you read? Only from the attending psychologist.
Just your usual That's definitely Dr. Marcel's distinct signature. Look at that! The diploma bears Dr. Marcel's signature. But how do I copy it from there onto this form? Someone already signed this. I'd really love to, but it's behind glass. What do you think, Harvey? Did the doctor win his diploma playing polo?
Definitely, and he cheated.
Nope, there's no hidden safe behind it. I'd really love to, but it's behind glass. I'd love to have such a distinguished signature myself.
Wait a second. Wasn't there something...
What is it? What was there?
For the life of me, I can't remember the details.
Does the signature remind you of anything, Harvey?
Vaguely, yes. I think you taught yourself how to forge signatures once upon a time.
I was able to forge signatures? Cool. Let's tempo morph into the past.
Edna?
I want this signature.
Edna!
I'll be able to order medication for Dr. Marcel from the internet.
Edna!
And sign binding contracts with the record industry in his name.
Edna! We cannot tempo morph to the past!
What the
What? But you said whenever you see something that reminds you.
That's right. But this isn't exactly your old diary. This time, I'll need something that takes me right back to the time when you acquired your skill.
So I'm supposed to find this needle in a haystack.
I believe it had something to do with learning. If you can find a remnant from your past, something from your school maybe, that should be enough to take us back to the past again.
You mean Tempomorphos?
Yes, Tempomorphos.
A boy studying. And is that supposed to be me? That's strange. There's only one half of me. What do you think of this, Harvey?
I remember this ugly mug.
Will that be enough for a flashback?
Trouble is, I don't really want to remember this little moron Alfred.
It shows a boy who's smiling. I don't know him, but he's starting to annoy me. What do you think of this, Harvey?
I remember.
Will that be
trouble?
丑杯子，应该翻成小王八蛋。
An old photograph of a boy playing. I think I know him from somewhere. What do you think of this, Harvey?
I remember.
Well, that
trouble is.
Look here, Harvey. That's my father in the picture. This article states my father is This simply has to be a hoax. Do you know anything about it? Can you remember anything?
That's strange. I can't remember a thing. It's like a black spot on my memory.
I desperately need to find out what really happened back then. My father is innocent. I'm 100% certain of that.
First things first. We need to escape from here. After that...
Look, Harvey.
I bet.
喵喵喵波浪符。
再看一次提示。对啊，输错。
Look here, Harvey.
Let's fart on the desktop.
Does the signature...
Not if you could something that should surely...
Look! What do you make of this, Harvey?
Yippee!
What do you make of this, Harvey?
Throwing pointy objects at things looks like my kind of fun.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
This must be the captain's chair.
All right, Mr. Energy. The Damocles sword of headgear. That works differently than a regular hat. I don't know how, but I don't want to find out. What do you make of this, Harvey?
I don't think it would suit me.
It's free choice day in the cafeteria today. This says that's a postcard. Look here, the foreign minute. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Can we go to Vladvakistan? Please!
Maybe after we've escaped.
Yippee!
What do you make of it, Harvey?
The moon falls down to Earth? Creepy.
Beam me up, Scotty. This looks dangerous. Hey, what the hey? The next exit is approaching. What do you think of this shelf, Harvey?
I can't stand it. Let's knock it over.
Ugh, damn, too heavy.
We'll have to find something else to knock over then.
Look, Harvey, crayons.
Cool. How many are there?
2.
Aw, keep on.
May I see your liquor license?
Of course! I always keep it in a safe place. Right next to the arm of the last cop who asked me for it.
It's not that important anymore.
Nice guy, that cop, but a bit careless with his arms.
Empty. Hold it. Paraornithological branch of the FBI Special Squad. Sergeant Edna.
Druggle Jug?
Of course I can show you identification.
Druggle Jug.
You bet. Can I have access to the king now?
Druggle Jug.
Cool.
不是吧
Thank you.
结果居然就是用麦片里面的警徽就通关了。搞了半天，那么前面就可以过了说，就一直没有去动麦片才会这样，瞎欸。
Well, well, well. My scouts reported that you'd be coming. A new power, they said, is on the rise in the eastern realm of the recreation room to overthrow me and my kingdom.
What are you talking about?
So, you managed to overcome my god. Poor, devoted Druggle-Jug. I will avenge him with your blood.
What?
But woe is me. My hand is weak, for the weight of a sword is far too much for me to bear.
Have I been temple morphed into the wrong game?
Before you usurp what my dynasty has achieved through the years, my castle, my throne, and my gold medal from the jigsaw puzzle contest, you'll have to defeat me in a mental duel. Are you prepared for the challenge?
我去上个厕所。
I don't want your stupid throne.
If this is meant to be a trick, I have to warn you. I have psychic abilities.
Is that so?
You'd better believe it. Ask me a question.
Will humans land on Mars?
That's a clear no.
What? Just no?
Exactly. No.
Who will be the next pope?
I see what you're driving at. And no, it won't be you.
You don't say.
Dang, I shouldn't have sworn so much. What will the coin show next?
Ha! Oh, nice try.
Where's Waldo?
At the bottom of a well.
靠背啦，
The
威力
police
在
will
哪里？
recover his body
威
in
力
just
在
a
哪
few
里？
days.
Oh no, poor fellow.
他妈的什么翻译，害我一眼看不出来他想问什么。
Will I ever get out of here?
Uncertain your future is. A long way have you still yet to go. Pain and grief, I see. And, oops, what's that now? I see a lawsuit for copyright infringement.
When will this conversation finally be over?
Very, very soon. Don't you want to defeat me before it ends?
A golden medal? Genuine gold?
Of course. And that's not all.
Why? What else?
Well, all right. Just genuine gold. Nothing else. What were you expecting?
I am ready.
So be it. Let the joust begin. There's no turning back now. It's all or nothing. Victory or defeat. Glory or shame. Fish or cut bait.
You know how to create suspense.
I will ask you a question. And you shall give me the answer or perish.
All right,
有
all
人
right.
提到版
Just ask
权
the
吗？
question.
Well then, the question is heads or tails?
That's all? Heads or tails? That's the duel for the royal throne?
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. Well, maybe you'll have better luck next time. Have you had enough?
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. Well, maybe you'll have better luck next time. Have you had enough?
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. Well, maybe you'll have better luck next time. Have you had enough?
Why must I always lose?
Do not blame yourself. There was a time when I too had to endure the same misfortunes as you. I tell nary a lie. I was a regular misadventurer. But then I went out for a walk one night. On the roof of the tower, there was a thunderstorm brewing. I opened my umbrella as a precaution, and my feet were immersed in buckets of water when I noticed that the TV antenna was crooked. Immediately, I took it upon myself to rectify the problem. What I remember next is seeing a dazzling flash of light. What exactly it was, I cannot fathom. But after that incident, I've never been off the mark again.
Well, I'll be gone then.
Cheerio!
刚那里的翻译又是完全翻反了吧？刚刚的翻译又把意思完全翻反了，对不对？
Hey, Bruce! I've got something here that'll cheer you up.
Leave me alone.
嗯，刚刚有一些进展了，现在又不知道要做啥。
That doesn't work that way. The next exit is approaching.
Hello, Princess.
Is there anything else?
He is a sick guide. Everson locks and performs a darks. He's upset. Is that enough?
What else do you know about me?
Just that a dark's an unspeakable. He spends much one goodie, and the fact
I've got to
give my regards to.
Here we go! The next exit is approaching.
可以把硬币交给这位置吗？
指令给予 SCP-099 一枚美国25美分硬币，并指令其抛投硬币，且每次需落在正面。结果 SCP-099 使硬币落地时直立，在重复24次后，实验结束。备注：毫无疑问，当面对成功或失败的选择时 ，SCP-099 是无法做到完全失败的。它会试图做到比完全失败略为成功的选择。温斯利博士，指令 SCP-099。
Oh, you!
Take care. I'll go and enjoy my freedom. Somewhat hypnotic. Look, Harvey, you can see the whole asylum from here.
I can see letters in the monitors.
You are one strange bird.
Crazy, maybe, but a bird? Cock-a-doodle-doo.
This looks complicated. Maybe.
Hey!
Ooh. There's a forest behind the wall. Then there's a river with a bridge over it. I can make out a graveyard and a church. And then houses. Isn't that one our house? I have to get there as soon as possible. Whatever it is Dr. Marcel is trying to hide, I'm sure I can find hints there that will help me remember. Do you recognize any of this, Harvey?
It looks a bit different from this perspective, but I think our house must be somewhere over there.
You must be joking. Harvey's my best buddy. Look here, Harvey. This is how the government spies on pirate radio stations.
Aw, I should have been able to figure that one out myself.
Look here, Harvey. This is how you reel in the radio waves at night.
Like spaghetti, I see.
Look here, Harvey. This is how you contact the shopping channel.
I always suspected as much.
Look here, Harvey. This is how you warm up old show concepts.
Oh, that easy?
Look, Harvey. Freedom.
Yippee! We're just inches away.
I don't want a photo where I'm looking so sad. I won't burn my best buddy. Look, Harvey.
Yippee!
Did I do that?
Just admit it. You're as destructive as a first-person shooter.
This looks dangerous. Hey, what the hey? The next exit is approaching. The next exit is approaching. What do you think, Harvey? I'm gonna do it.
Go ahead.
I'll do it.
You don't have that.
I'm serious.
Chicken! Edna!
What now?
It doesn't seem to have had any effect.
Here we go. The next exit is approaching. If you stare at them long enough, you begin to see letters in them. Some are lit and some are dark. It all depends on the lighting in the rooms they monitor. Somewhat hypnotic. If you stare at them long enough, you begin to see letters in them.
我现在已经是全部都打开的状态了。
What do you make of this guy, Harvey?
You mean besides being a lazy sloth?
This here is the sheriff. Hand over the master key now.
Don't get on my nerves.
The TV is turned off. A used disposable cup. You call them that because you dispose of them after use. I wonder why I fished that out of the trash. This looks dangerous. Hey, what the heck? The next exit. What do you think of this guy, Harvey?
He seems a little nervous.
What do you think of this guy, Harvey?
A control freak who looks like he can only count to 2. This ought to be...
Barkeep, 1 drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
Not another one. I'd rather go back to my cell voluntarily.
靠别
I'd better not drink this. I have this terrible heartburn and...
Cow Forward. Edna? Phew, I was starting to worry.
Do you need a fork?
Definitely not. I'm managing a bar. I'm serving drinks here. And a fork just doesn't help people drink.
Shall we pitch in for a game of foosball, Harvey?
Okay. Swing, bada 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 bada, swing!
Foosball, Harvey? Not that kind of pitching.
I see. Strike!
Harvey, you're
三振
hopeless.
出局你个头啊
Am I? Really? Like the Chicago Cubs?
You all play like... I'd rather not. I don't want to spoil the romantic mood.
Why not? Spoiling is always fun!
Oh, shut up, Harvey. You don't know anything about these things. The next exit is approaching. Here we go! The next exit is approaching. Whoa, pretty dark. Good idea.
不过我们也只关了其中几个而已。要全关不太可能吧？像是这个地方根本就没有电灯开关可言。
There's a guard sitting in this room. He's staring at a wall of surveillance monitors. Look, Harvey, there's someone sitting there.
Oh no! And we forgot to bring popcorn!
It's the same on this side. Locked. Shall we play appendectomy, Harvey?
Only if...
In... Shall I draw you a tattoo, Harvey?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah! Can you draw a Chinese dragon on my shoulder blades?
Afraid not. Your back is simply too fuzzy. This looks dangerous. Hey, what the hey? What do you make of him, Harvey?
He's a little too colorless for my taste.
The next exit is approaching. What do you think of the... Look, Harvey. This announcement says there are no spoons left in the cafeteria.
Well, don't look at me. I haven't used a spoon since I left that skiffle band.
Where as are you?
I want...
Sir, head.
Heads.
Tail. Well, have you?
Why must...
Do not... There, right button. I went on there. I opened my feet when I noticed that immediately what I remember... What exact... But after...
Well...
Cheerio.
That doesn't work that way.
Ew, I'm allergic to paperwork.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
Ew!
The next exit is approaching. Look, Harvey, a cat.
Whoa! Ow!
You better bet. What do you think, Harvey? I'm gonna
go ahead.
I'll do it. What now? What shall I pray?
You don't. Edna!
What now?
It does.
Here we go. The next exit is approaching.
Hey, I ain't no dishwasher.
As if there was any difference. Still over-pressurized.
Quickly, let's hoof something!
I can do quite well without even more control from the outside. What do you make of it, Harvey?
We don't need all that.
You think?
Sure!
Never! What do you make of these spoons, Harvey?
Nothing much. I don't like this handcrafted jewelry from tacky arts and crafts shows.
These spoons are you. These spoons. Hello? Are you still down there?
What is it this time?
I've got something maybe you could use.
I hope it's a spoon.
Close. It's a fork.
A fork? I can't use a fork. In order to dig a proper tunnel, one needs a spoon.
I got it. Like with spaghetti. Muzzle Dolph.
Hey!
Hello? Are you still down there?
What is it this time?
I've got something maybe you could use.
I hope
It's something similar to a spoon. It's a pot. A spoon pot.
A spoon pot?
Yeah, it's particularly handy when it comes to soup. Less dirty dishes, if you know what I mean.
No thanks. No pot in the world can replace a spoon for me.
Sometimes, Sheriff Conrad tinkers with the idea of packing in her job as a cop. But then, she remembers all the lives she saved, and the donuts.
那你要这个汤匙吗？
My spoon is too big.
Yeah, it is. That guy is a genius.
My spoon is too big.
The banana will help him.
I am a banana.
Close.
Wait, what?
That makes me angry. I can almost get the scissors in the gap. Almost being the significant modifier here. I guess I need something more pointed to force it open. I can almost get the scissors in the gap. Almost being the significant modifier here. Harvey doesn't fit in any drawer. I can almost get the scissors in the gap. Almost being the significant modifier here. Yeah, I can reach between the desk and the drawer with this. With any luck... There! Success!
这把刀是我在餐厅拿到的嘛？在餐厅拿到叉子、刀子，没有汤匙。我觉得这里的问题是在于桌子把它8层全部都挡住了，然后我当时互动的时候，根本老实说，我当时根本没有注意到这里有个抽屉。有注意到的话，我应该会想要开开看。
BGM 加持。
我当时根本没发现这里有抽屉。
There's an old key in the drawer. I'll take that. I bet it's important. Dr. Marcel kept it hidden in the locked drawer after all. Does the key remind you of something, Harvey?
Not really, but it cracks open a vague recollection. Somewhere in this building, there must be another locked door.
We'll find it.
当然不会是这一扇，不过我还是想开。
It doesn't fit here. Strange.
大概知道是哪一
There
扇
must
了
be
就是。
some other door that Dr. Marcel is desperate to keep locked.
应该是这一扇吧。
Let's see. Wow, that really worked.
哎，眼睛在动，靠背。
I vaguely remember Alfred. He was an extremely obnoxious boob, I'll admit that. But to think that he's dead now?
Edna? Edna? The kid was a klutz.
I know.
He was a jerk.
I know. I couldn't stand him.
An idiot. A moron.
A pimpled ulcer.
A bag of pus.
Dumb as a bag of nails.
Cry baby.
Butthead.
Goof.
Brain dead mother friggin' vomit munching horse fornicator.
Edna?
I miss him.
吸什么鼻子啊？你根本没有鼻子。
Dr. Marcel will pay for this.
You think? He's got something to do with this?
Look around you. It's obvious that this guy is insane. I know the recollection of what happened back then must be buried somewhere in my brain. This is exactly why Dr. Marcel is trying to erase my memory. And to think he's got the nerve to accuse my father.
We'll find the missing piece of the puzzle, Edna. I promise.
Alfred got this great bike from his father. Mine was from the junkyard. Does that remind you of anything, Harvey?
Only that the little horse's rear end never let us ride his bike. But that doesn't help us much. Let's keep looking around. I'm sure we can find a useful memory.
应该是这个了吧？作业。
That's Alfred's homework. Alfred was a real nerd, and he never let me copy off him. What's this? Scribbled on the edge of the page. Mattis Conrad? That's my father's name. But it isn't his handwriting. Although somebody has made a great effort to copy it, obviously. Just a second. That's my handwriting. I don't get it. Why did I sign my father's name on the edge of Alfred's homework? Harvey, do you know anything about it?
Oh yeah, I can remember that day very well. That was the day I taught you how to forge signatures.
Can you remember this, Harvey?
Yes, indeed I do. You and Alfred had a private lesson with Mr. Hornbush. The lesson was utterly boring. And while Alfred did his best to follow, I taught you how to forge signatures.
Do you think we can go back there so I can learn it again?
That should be no problem. Are you ready?
Yeah. Temple morph me to the past.
As you wish. Hold on.
Oh dear. I really do remember, I'm afraid. This is Mr. Hornbush's math class. He was very strict and he always picked on me. I'm afraid that if I don't pay attention, he'll lock me in the cupboard again. This is a riddle you have to solve on your own. Good luck, Harvey.
I'm more of an art rabbit, not a math bunny. Edna could never stand math. It's a note from Addis, Edna's father. I wonder if it can be of any use. The world is too big to spend my time locked up in one place. I should go on a world tour with Edna. This is Edna's teacher, Mr. Hornbush. I think Edna is afraid of Mr. Hornbush. To be or not to be? Edna used to like this skull in particular. The fun begins beyond this door. I'll have to get Edna out of here somehow. Maybe she has an idea of her own. I can make out a pattern. Maybe Edna is interested in exploring hidden island realms. Alfred is such a moron. Edna knows a few great ways to insult the ugly frog face. This is the warmest day of the year. Everyone who doesn't get out today will have missed the best day of summer. Edna should be enjoying the nice weather. It's not really fair that she has to sweat over books in here instead. The water looks inviting. Edna would much rather go swimming than sit through this dull math lesson. This can't be true. There's even a Ferris wheel. Edna's not gonna believe this. A Ferris wheel. Hey, there's a new slide at the playground. Edna is the queen of the slide. She can even slide uphill. Pia! I didn't even know there was a circus in town. If Edna gets wind of a circus, she'll be even more upset about not being allowed out.
没关系啦，反正那个马戏团最近关闭了，因为听说好像发生了很奇怪的杀人案件。
A merry-go-round! There was never anything like that in the village before. Edna needs to know about this merry-go-round. That ice cream parlor didn't used to be here. They seem to have completely new flavors. I think an ice cream is exactly what Edna needs right now.
为什么要用小丑来代表？
Why did I have to recall this sad memory? Edna looks unhappy. We gotta get you out of here.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
We should venture out into the world.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
Do you remember the skull?
Shh. Later, Harvey.
Math is god-awful. Let's skedaddle.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
I wonder if it can be of any use. What does that piece of paper say?
Oh, it's a note from my father. He just forgot to put marmalade on my sandwich again.
Look at that idiot!
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna!
干小鸡掰人。
Mr. Hornbush reminds me of the fish Mattis gave you for Easter.
Shh. Later, Harvey.
You flushed it down the toilet.
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna!
Alfred is such a moron. Edna! 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 There's a new ice cream parlor.
Do they have blancmange ice?
From the looks of it, they've got everything!
I'd die for an ice cream.
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
Edna Conrad, you keep interrupting the lesson. I'll give you an official warning. On the third warning, I'm putting you in the cupboard. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna! They have a new slide at the playground!
What? I've got to go there. I can't risk anyone breaking my record in slalom sliding.
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
I have to ask you to behave, young lady. That is the second warning, Edna. Interrupt the lesson one more time, and I'll put you in the cupboard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna! There's a circus in town!
What's that you say? A real circus?
Mr. Hardbush! Mr. Hardbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
Edna! That's it! Enough is enough! Into the cupboard! Come on, move it!
But...
No back talk now!
This is Edna's teacher. Edna knows a few The fun begins beyond... I think Edna is afraid of Mr. Hornbush.
嗯，我现在没办法跟安娜讲话了，有什么互动选项？哎！我靠，这个也，这个有点过分了。
There's a letter in Mr. Hornbush's coat pocket. I'd love to know what it says. Can you reach the letter?
Sure. I can't make out anything. It's much too dark in here.
It's really handy that the cupboard has a peephole in exactly the right position. This hole in the cupboard could prove very useful. Can you reach?
It's...
对艾德娜使用动。
You could pass the letter through the hole. Then I can read it for you.
Good idea.
This is incredible. The letter is from Dr. Marcel, addressed to Mr. Hornbush. The doctor is paying him money to hold you back in school. And he stresses that under no circumstances are you to be allowed to leave class early. Especially, and this one's underlined, when the weather is good.
I can hardly believe it. Obviously, Dr. Marcel has been carrying out a personal vendetta against me for a long time. He'll pay for this.
This all seems a bit illogical to me, but I've seen it written in black and
白
white.
纸黑字
You'll
都
get to the
看见
bottom
了。
of this eventually.
We should venture out into the world.
For starters, I just want to get out of this cupboard.
We gotta get you out of here.
Yeah, this seems to be the story of my life.
Let's go on a treasure hunt.
Wouldn't I have to get out of this cupboard first?
应该是一直讲，然后被赶出去。
We could paint the skull with bright colors.
Wouldn't I have to get out of this cupboard first?
涂成荧光蓝。
Math is god awful. Let's skedaddle.
I'd love to. Unfortunately, I'm stuck here in this cupboard.
Maybe you should ask Mr. Hornbush to let you take part in the lesson again.
I can't believe that you, of all people, would say that, Harvey.
Why? We can wreak more havoc that way.
That, of course, is true. Mr. Hornbush!
Hey, Edna, I spotted a letter in Mr. Hornbush's coat pocket. I'm sure it's part of a conspiracy. Shh. There's a hole in the cupboard. Shh. Edna! Swimming season's begun.
Oh, I'd like to go swimming too.
Mr. Harvey! Mr. Harvey! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment.
Edna Conrad, you keep interrupting the lesson. I'll give you an official warning. On the third warning, I'm
sorry, Miss.
这里看起来，
Edna!
What?
Edna! There's a Ferris wheel outside!
No, that's impossible.
I saw it!
That's not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair.
Mr. Harvey!
Edna! Come on!
But...
No!
Edna!
Great. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck in a cupboard.
Alfred is an old snitch.
A snitching frog.
What's this piece of paper in your bag?
It's not really important. My father forgot to put out breakfast for me.
There's a letter. How are you, Edna?
How do you think I am? I'm locked up in a cupboard.
Edna!
Great. That doesn't work that way.
Edna!
Great.
Maybe what? Hey, Edna, I'm sure... Shh. Is it?
Yes.
Well, in your father's name.
Oh!
You mean we'll forge his handwriting?
We'll just borrow it. After all, you have plenty of time in here to practice it. Or did you have other plans?
You're right. This really sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll even manage to get out soon enough to enjoy the weather.
That's how you learned to forge signatures back then. You got so good at it that after a while you could forge anyone's signature, just by looking at it.
Yeah, I think I could still do that. I really hope this is going to help me. This classroom is not exactly what I call one of my favorite memories. My signature won't be worth... Look, that's Poozy! Harvey couldn't stand him.
Poozy must kill Harvey. Poozy must kill Harvey.
Oh yeah, still his usual self, old Poozy. Look here, Harvey. Good old Poozy.
Boo.
Look how nicely they play together. Just like the good old days. Look, Harvey. Even more memories.
Hey! There are some of your marbles in there!
So, can you use them to tempomorph us?
Afraid not. You were never really good at tossing marbles. Even Alfred could beat you. And we all know what a clumsy oaf the pukey little toad was.
Shut up, Harvey.
Look, Harvey, a yo-yo.
Yeah, you always wanted to have this. Alfred didn't deserve it. He was a dabbling dilettante.
Does that remind you of anything, Harvey?
Nothing that would help us. Let's keep on looking.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
Seems like knee imprints, long worn, probably Dr. Marcel's. The last time he was here can't have been too long ago. The candles are still burning.
Does this kite stir any memories, Harvey?
Nothing I can put my finger on. Let's keep on looking.
They actually squeezed Alfred into that?
Human bodies are 90% water, Edna.
And considering Alfred's head, I'll raise your 90 to 98%. That's sick. I vaguely remember Alfred. He was an extremely obnoxious boob, I'll admit that. But to think that he's dead now?
Edna. Edna.
Dr. Marcel will pay for this.
Yeah.
Look around. This is... Alfred was very...
That little...
Look, Harvey. That's Alfred's urn.
Urn schmern. You're not really crying for that grinning frog face, are you?
No, of course not. Alfred built a snowman. Is that a tie on the snowman? Oh, Alfred, you're such a geek. Even as a toddler, Alfred was ugly. Do you remember Alfred?
That grinning frog face? How could I ever suppress the memory?
Then let's tempomorph to the past.
Yeah, good idea.
Yippee! Here we go again. What's up? Where's the fade out?
I don't know what's wrong. Something is blocking the memory of Alfred.
That's strange.
Let's just keep looking around. I'm sure we can find a memory that allows us to tempomorph.
虽然稍早被人家直接指导说这里可以打开，让我觉得很不开心。不过坦白说，就真的这里挡的真的太彻底，没有想过那里是抽屉。我觉得他不看台规被 ban 是活该没错，但是这一块的设计真的设计的不是很好。
Look at that! The diploma bears Dr. Marcel's signature. But how do I copy it from there onto this form? That's definitely Dr. Marcel's distinct signature.
对，所以你看过了，赶快复制。
My signature won't be worth much here. Someone already signed this.
然后我这里要怎么伪造？我很确定条件都挤好了。
I'd love to have such a distinguished signature myself.
Wait a second. Wasn't there something?
What is it?
For the
啊，靠背 Harvey 2啦，他张纸的道具都有那一个。他妈的，我没办法移动他的位置哦，看。
There's no signature on there yet. I should find a way to change that. That doesn't work that way. There's no signature on there yet. I should find a way to change that. One can register for therapy, but the signature... There's no signature on there yet. I should find a way to change that.
"用伪造签名看那张证书。
Okay. I think I could learn to forge this signature.
Sometime later.
That should do it. I can make an exact copy of the signature now.
然后他复制一个，然后我再用这个用。
That doesn't work that way.
好啦，这个设计还算可以啦。这样子看起来，我们能够在游戏里面复制的伪造签名可能不止一种。
Very good idea. I'll just sign the form with Dr. Marcel's name.
这里一定很闹。
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. And this object interaction you were talking about, is this happening in this room right now?
Are you even listening? All of us in here are nothing more than...
Hold on a second. Yes, what can I do for you? Why don't you come a little closer? This is the group therapy session for video game designers. If you don't have a signed registration, you can't attend.
I have a signed registration.
Very well then. Please have a seat with the others. Okay, if everybody's ready, would you, as a new member of our group, like to begin, please?
I'd like to see how all this works first.
Very well then. Let's proceed from where we were before we were interrupted. Pokey, Would you introduce yourself once again?
Yeah, alright. My name is Pokey, and I had the nerve to believe I could design an adventure game in just a few months, with just a handful of co-workers, and at the same time draw over 100 backgrounds and all of the animations for my graduate thesis.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I was always picked next to last during gym class.
Next to last. Very interesting. Next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a chicken?
Ochre.
Ochre. I see. The case is clear. You are suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Thank you. I think I'm cured now.
What? That's supposed to be the therapy?
Why don't you give it a try? It really helped me a lot.
Are we ready now?
What we? You mean me? Okay, why not?
Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself to the group?
If that's necessary. Hello, group.
哦，刚刚就想到了，一定是好，我他妈最好还记得哦。我只记得最后一个是哈提。
I am Hottie.
Oh yes,
至少选一个性
Would
别
you
一样的。
please tell us something about your formative years?
I was always picked last during gym class.
Last. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a pony?
Black.
Black. Well, well. The case is clear. You are deeply irritated by the fact that you are inseparably joined to your Siamese twin. You fear that you'll never be able to live your own life. This makes you cynical and bitter. Talk to your brother about these feelings. Who could have a better chance of understanding you? That's it. You're cured. You may go now.
Whoa. I'm stunned. Harvey, are you still there?
Don't worry, Edna. I'm not going to leave you.
我完全不了解刚刚那里选对还是选错，照着他们的选到底有什么，到底会发生什么事情。
30,000 lines in the first act alone. What was I thinking?
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. But please hold on a second. Yes, what can I do for you now? Do you want to sit in with us once again?
That's what I'm here for.
Very well. Please take a seat with the others again, will you? Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself once again?
What? Again? Well, all right.
这里如果选的跟之前不一样，不知道会发生什么事。
Drago Jug.
I see. Would you please tell us something
好，看
about
起来
your
完全不影响
formative。years?
The Aztecs always ransack my fridge at night.
The refrigerator. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a haddock?
Eggshell.
Eggshell. Well, well. The case is clear. You are constantly trying to tell me fairy tales. If you're not willing to work with me, I can't cure you. You'd better leave.
看起来
Who needs her?
看起来选的东西不对的话，还真的
30,000
there. But yeah, do you want to?
That's what.
There. Would you be?
What? Again? I am Edna Conrad.
Yes, I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I always got locked up in the basement.
In the basement. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a turnip?
Blue.
Blue. Well, well. The case is clear. You are constantly trying to tell me fairy tales. If you're not willing to work with me, I can't cure you. You'd better leave.
Puh, who needs her?
萝卜，
Let's see. Just another load of... Hey, it's I went so...
重点是 Edna 是我自己，但是萝卜的部分，啊，这里没办法让他走快一点。
Is the I quote name, first pet, black pony, characteristic, was that's all.
也有可能是事件还没到。
Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Adrian, king of the recreation room, first pet, red cat, characteristic, that's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, Drogglejug, first pet, green dog, characteristic, was always chosen third during physical education lessons. That's all. Is this supposed to be a patient's history? I quote, name, first pet, blue goat, characteristic, that's all.
But you...
That's what I'm...
Very... Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself once again?
What? Again? I am the man in the bee suit.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I always got picked first during gym class.
First. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a cat?
好，很有趣。B 们养的第一只宠物明明是小马，然后是黑色的，然后第一只宠物是宠物猫的，是那一个国王，是红色的宠物猫。所以这里应该选黑色还是红色啊？这里应该选本来自己的第一只宠物的颜色，还是
Red.
Red. Well, well. The case is clear. Your father was a beekeeper. One day he forgot you in a beehive apiary. You could never forgive him for that. From then on, you've been expressing your resentment by wearing a bee costume. That's it. You're cured. You may go now.
Whoa. I'm stunned. Harvey, are you still there?
Don't worry, Edna. I'll always be with you.
所以这里真的是可以直接看角色设定。
But you...
That's...
Would you be...
What? I am Adrian, king of the recreation room.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I was always picked second during gym class.
Second. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a dog?
Green.
Green. Well, well. The case is clear. You've been struck by lightning. Your inability to resist atmospheric energies has frustrated you. That's why you developed a control psychosis. You have to be on top of everything all the time and everywhere. This desire is so deeply seated that your subconscious has developed precognitive abilities. Why don't you just let go? Not everything has to be subject to your control. Lightning is one of these things. You don't have to feel insecure or helpless because of this. That's it. You're cured. You may go now.
Wow. I'm stunned. Harvey, are you still there?
Don't worry, Edna. I'll always be with you.
But you...
That's...
Would you...
What? I am Peter.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I was always picked next to last during gym class.
Next to last. I see. Let's move on. What color would your pet...
Yellow.
Yellow? Well, well. The case is clear. You are suffering from a bipolar disorder. Your depression is amplified by the fact that it's your birthday today. Your negative attitude probably stems from a seaside vacation in Maine, where your sandcastle was destroyed by an asteroid. Ever since then, you've been convinced that all the world is against you. That's it. You're cured. You may go now.
Wow. Harv, don't.
But do you...
That's...
Would you be so kind...
What? I am Edna Conrad.
Yes, I see. Would you please...
I always got locked up in the basement.
In the basement? Let's move... What color...
Mocha octarine, polka dotted.
Polka dotted mocha octarine? Well, well. The case is clear. You are constantly trying to tell me fairy tales. If you're not willing to work with me, I can't... You'd better...
Puh.
But do you...
That's what I...
Would you be so kind...
What? Again?
因为这里刚好都是照了顺序，我才发现其实每一个选项都是刚好照着顺序排的。
I am Flatula Buzzletwine.
Ah, I see. Would you please tell us?
应该没看错，你看1、2、3、4、5，对啊，所以
The Aztecs always ransacked my fridge at night.
The refrigerator. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a haddock?
Eggshell.
Eggshell. Well, well. The cake you are... If you...
好，所以最后2个选项可能要反过来选，那我就
But you...
That's...
Would you be...
What?
一个硬 A。
Would you...
The Mocha octar...
Polka the cake you are... If you...
感觉这里要么是线索不够，要么就之后再说好了。反正先回去找娱乐室的国王看看。
It doesn't fit here.
等一下哦。等一下 ，Draco Jago 有问过吗？
30,000 lines on the first.
But do
That's what I'm here.
Would you be
What? Drago Jug.
I see. Would you please tell?
I was always picked third during gym class.
Third, let's move. What color would your pet?
Blue.
Blue. The case is clear. There is nothing wrong with you. A slight speech impediment and a habit of balancing sofa cushions on your head doesn't make you insane by any measure. You're no different than the others. Keep that in mind.
等一下，他妈的，
That's it.
人家语言障碍了后把他放出去，
You may go now.
到正确的机构治疗啊！
Wow. I'm stunned. Harvey, are you still there?
Don't worry, Edna. I'll always be with you.
是在考哦。也就是说，他其实玩得很开心。
It doesn't fit here. I like it may. This looks dead. The next exit is approaching. There's only one choice written in the barkeeper's chicken scratch. Below that, it lists what I've... Yes, I think I can learn the barkeeper's handwriting. He's a bit dyslexic, it seems. He even writes stinky drink with 3 X's. What shall I write? XXX. Okay.
我觉得要拿到铲子，说不定就得靠这里。
Well, well. You have returned to challenge me yet again, as I foretold. Are you prepared?
哇！
Which place were you picked for a team during physical education class?
First, of course. What other place is there for one such as I?
Ha! And what kind of pet did you have as a child?
A large, snappish dog.
Just a second. It doesn't work like that. What color was it?
What is this supposed to be? Some kind of therapy?
Well...
So tell me, which color was he?
Green.
Huh? Not even close.
等一下，他养的是狗还是猫啊？红色的猫是谁？绿色的狗又是谁？这两个，
Which place
他
were
虽
you
然说
picked
狗
for a
可能
team
根本
during
不是
physical
狗。
education class?
First, of course.
Ha!
A large...
Just a second. What?
What is...
Well...
So tell...
Red.
Wow! You're right!
所以他根本连物种都记错了。
Suddenly, I feel so understood.
他根本连
And
养的是
everything
什么
is
东西
so
都记
much
错。
clearer. Yes, I was hit by the same flash of lightning twice in a row, and feeling utterly helpless, I developed a control psychosis. I should start to relax and take it easy.
干三小了。
Not everything has to be subject to my control.
干你娘，这是什么自我疗法？
Exactly.
Hey, thanks. You've helped me a great deal.
Well, I'll be gone then.
Cheerio.
我还以为他会乖乖就把金牌给我，这是在干嘛？哦，对了，再跟他比，他应该没有预言能力了，忘了。
As are you?
I want to try once more.
So
这个才是重点。
Heads or tails?
这一次应该就直接赢了吧
Heads.
Tails. Well, maybe you'll have.
I want to try once.
So head.
Heads.
Tails. Well, have you?
Why must I always lose?
Do not blame. There was but I went out on there. When I meet what I but.
不是，你明明说你已经被治好了。
I want to.
So heads.
Tails.
Heads. Well, have you?
Referring back to your abilities. When will this conversation finally be over?
Very, very soon. Don't you want to defeat me before it ends?
I want to try once more.
So be heads.
Tails.
Heads. Well, have.
I want to.
So head.
Heads.
Tail. Well, have.
好，这里就有点
Well.
怪怪，是怎样？
Hello, Druggy.
Druggle Jug.
All right, Druggle Jug then.
Druggle Jug.
He's so cute when he's mad. Hey, Alu.
Hello, Edna. What brings you here this time?
I have one more.
5.
Can you help me beat him?
Who do you think I am? Mr. Miyagi?
Oh, please. With sugar and cream and a cherry on top?
Well, all right then. I have a radical idea how to level the playing field. But you won't like it.
Tell me.
Electroshock therapy.
What?
We'll give you electroshocks so that you can predict things as well.
I'm not sure.
We can meet at the electroshock therapy chair, and off we'll go. I'd need a better coat hanger, though. The inspector won't let me ride the laundry lift with this one anymore. What do you think?
I'm really not sure if I'd like that.
Take your time and think about it. When you're ready, just bring me a better coat hanger.
I've made a decision. I want the shock treatment.
Brave child. Get me a better coat hanger and off we'll go.
Let's talk about...
Take care.
当你笑得很开心，然后发现要被电的是自己。
Let's go! I want shock treatment.
But dear child, if you give that to me, you won't be able to get out of here. You'll have to find a better hanger first. We need hanger number 1.
Oh, shoot. That's moronic.
Tell that to the inspector. It's his system.
靠，一个超大圈子耶！虽然我得说，章子的设计其实很不错，就游戏方面，章子的设计很不错，只是突然觉得有点搞事。
Sheriff Edna Conrad, Elevator Squad. Get out of the way. We need to examine the lift for fingerprints.
Nice try, Sheriff. But the lift is under the jurisdiction of the Transit Police.
啊，你是咧干？算了，我先去找酒保好了。
Barkeep, one drink, please.
Of course, my dear. What will it be?
One XXX, please.
It's not on the menu.
Of course it is. Bright and clear.
What? Let me see. You're right. What came over me? I don't even have the ingredients for that. Where the hell am I supposed to muster up minced meat? If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the basement and fetch my rifle.
Ta-da!
This shovel is exactly the right size to eat ice cream with. Harvey is a treasure I would never bury.
Not even if a pirate's curse had been laid upon me?
Well, yes. In that case, yes.
Yippee!
好，用铲子来击杀电梯守门员。
The next exit is approaching. Here we go. The next exit is approaching. Hello? Are you still down there?
Hola. What's up?
I finally found a spoon for you.
That's supposed to be a spoon?
It has to be. The barkeeper stirred his drinks with it.
Well, what the hey? This will have to do until you found the proper one. Thanks for your effort.
What the fuck？ 该不会我离开再回来会发生什么事吧？一堆土。
No, thank you. I have enough dirt. Why must I lug around every bit of dirt?
Yummy clay.
Don't eat it all. Maybe we'll need some of it later. The clay is too dry to make an imprint in it. No thanks. I prefer...
Speaking of which, where are these pockets you're stashing all this stuff?
Shush.
官方吐槽最为致命。
Cool. I've got mud now. Good idea. I'll make an imprint of the key.
Hey, keep your hands off!
Darn it. I can't get near enough without him seeing me. I'll have to come up with something else. Look, Harvey. I have the impression of a coat hanger.
Look, Edna. I have a truckload full of I don't care.
这个这个是练习他的签名的时候写下来的吗？现在才发现，你还没醒啊？凉了。
Beam me up. This looks... Hey, what the heck? Lift inspection. I'll have to confiscate your coat hanger.
It is impossible, I'm afraid. I'm really quite attached to it.
You hang out all the time, don't you?
We only part whilst cleaning.
The next exit is approaching. I've teased him enough. The next exit is approaching. The guys from the laundry have packed this pretty well. Here we go. That's strange. Where's Mr. Frock? The next exit is approaching.
刚刚还真的是一个 突然就想到该怎么做。
This is number 1.
他把他自己放进洗衣机里洗了。
Hey, this is Mr. Frock. Look, Harvey. Isn't that Mr. Frock?
I think he's overdoing it with his cleanliness.
That's what you said about hippos, too.
Well, sure. They're basically bathing the whole day.
This looks dangerous. Ah, what the heck?
我用的明明是1号挂衣架，然后这里写2号啊，算了。
The next exit is approaching. Let's go! I want shock treatment.
But dear child, if you give that to me, you won't be able to get out of here. You'll have to find a better hangar first. We need hangar number 1.
Oh, shoot.
Tell that to the...
所以...
Let's go!
Very well, then. We'll meet by the shock therapy chair. Can you find the way?
I hope so.
So, off we go.
我想想看，电击治疗是在右边那一侧的地方，对不对？没有，靠腰。等一下，他拿走的是2号，然后所以。门上有电击
The
标
next
志的
exit
那
is
一边
approaching. Here we go. The next exit is approaching.
Ah, Edna. Finally. So, are we ready to go?
Sometime later.
1个时辰之后。
I hope you're all right over there.
为什么连吐水一起？
This is your last chance to change your mind. Too late.
Wow, that was really something. This looks dangerous. Ah, what the... The next exit is approaching.
Well, well. You have returned to challenge me yet again, as I foretold. Are you prepared to suffer another defeat?
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Indeed, heads. My turn. I choose tails. What's that? That cannot be. It's heads. What does that mean?
Well, foremost, this seems to mean Edna is the king. Edna is the king. King, 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 king. Give me the medal, you mental. Your throne is mine now. Wow, the medal really is made out of genuine gold.
成就解除娱乐室女王。
We are number one. Hey.
Now I am the champion.
Just the champion of loons, baby!
This is art. No, this should stay clean.
到底要怎么支开警卫的注意力，然后弄到那个？这里有点问题。这里就有点。我看今天玩到这里先结束好了，因为总觉得接下来还是有不少事情要做。先到这里休息好了。我去看一下酒保回来了没？瞄一眼酒保回来了。架子上有东西可以拿吗？
This is not a self-serve facility.
没有，好吧，那就不管了。